start. In the case of Anna Reddy Sambhasiva Reddy Supra, it was submitted on behalf of the accused that in the absence of a specific charge under section 149, accused persons cannot be convicted under section 302. Read with section 149, as section 149 creates a distinct and separate offence. Stop. This court negated the said submission and observed and held that mere non-framing of a charge under section 149 of face of charges framed against appellant would not vitiate the conviction in the absence of any prejudice caused to them. Stop. Considering section 464 CRPC, it is observed and held that mere defect in language, or in narration or in the form of charge would not render conviction unsustainable, provided the accused is not prejudiced thereby. Stop. It is further observed that if ingredients of the section are obvious or implicit in the charge framed, then conviction in regard thereto can be sustained, irrespective of the fact that said section has not been mentioned. Stop. Para. Applying the law laid down by this court in the aforesaid decisions of the facts of the case on hand and on noting the contents of the charges framed against the accused on 4/5/1983 and on 6/10/1983, it shows that the ingredients of section 149 IPC are satisfied. Stop. Therefore, it cannot be said that the accused is prejudiced by non-mention of section 149 IPC in the charge. Stop. Para. Now, so far as the submission on behalf of the accused that as the weapon hockey stick alleged to have been used by the accused is not recovered and therefore he may not be convicted is concerned, the aforesaid has no substance. Stop. Merely because the weapon used is not recovered cannot be a ground not to rely upon the dying declaration, which was recorded before the executive magistrate, which has been proved by the prosecution. Stop. Para. Now, the question whether the accused can be convicted for the offence punishable under section 302 with the aid of section 149 IPC is concerned, it is true that the prosecution has not established and proved, who actually inflicted the knife blow. Stop. However, from the medical evidence on record and even from the deposition of the doctors, it has been established and proved by the prosecution that the deceased sustained an injury by knife blow, which is inflicted by one of the 6 to 7 persons, who participated in commission of the offence. Stop. Para. From the dying declaration, it has been established and proved that the respondent accused Subhas alias Pappu was part of the unlawful assembly, who participated in the commission of the offence. Stop. Pappu, son of Brijnath, respondent herein, was specifically named by the deceased in the dying declaration. Stop. Therefore, even if the role attributed to the respondent accused was that of hitting the deceased by a hockey stick, in that case also for the act of other persons, who were part of the unlawful assembly of inflicting the knife blow, the respondent accused can be held guilty of having committed the murder of deceased Bengali, with the aid of section 149 IPC. Stop. It to be noted that right from very beginning, and even so stated in the dying declaration, 6 to 7 persons attacked the deceased